Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga LJ. My name is LJ. I'm a yoga teacher and a registered nurse, and this is the Advanced Beginner Ashtanga Flow class. This is number 7 of the Ashtanga series. So today I'll be introducing 2 short breathing techniques, and then we'll move on with the sequence. There's a couple new modifications, and we're probably gonna need those blocks. I want to start off by saying that our center of gravity is at the navel, and the navel center is 2 to 3 inches below the navel. In this area, there's also a lot of nerves, so nerves at the low back and the lumbar spine, and there's a lot of nerves on the side of the stomach, on both sides, coming down into the pelvis. In addition to that, this area, the gut, is also known as the enteric mind, the enteric as an intestinal mind. And Dr. Gershon from Columbia University is the one that came up with that concept. He wrote the bestseller called The Second Brain, referring to the gut. And he says that there's neuronal tissue in the gut. So anatomically, the vagus nerve, which is the 10th cranial nerve, starting from the head, goes down the brainstem on both sides, right, left side, goes down the chest through the lungs and in the abdominal cavity. And this nerve affects the functioning of our internal organs, like our respiration rate, kidney, livers, digestion. And 90% of the fibers of the vagus nerve communicates information from the gut to the brain. So it's not the brain to the gut, it's more the gut to the brain. And this shows how there's a very interesting certain type of intelligence in this area of the body that's different from the intelligence that's in the upper body. And it's good to note that we communicate in the external world all the time, but there's also a lot of communication happening within our bodies on a cellular level. And so we're going to start with Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is also known as the frontal cleansing breath because it really clears the mind. It's also known as a breath of fire. So we'll start seated in an easy cross-legged pose. And I just want to mention that I learned Kapalabhati from several teachers, including Eddie Stern, who is a renowned teacher in New York City, Sunil Sharma, who's a pranayama teacher in Rishikesh, India. I learned this in Kundalini Yoga, and I've also learned Kapalabhati in southern India in Kerala. In all those instances, it was taught differently. So this is common in yoga. You'll hear a teacher talk about a technique or a breathing or asana and say this is how you do it. And there's always variations. Other teachers won't say exactly the same. There's always variations. So basically I will take all of my experiences and combine it within this breathing practice. So we'll drop into the space. Take a moment to let gravity pull you from the navel center down into the space. And we're just going to feel the mind settle. And we'll chant Om one time to open the class together. So we'll bring the hands to namaskar mudra. We'll finish the exhale, and then we'll inhale to Om. Okay, so Kapalabhati is a very cleansing breath, and the focus is on the exhalation. So basically on the exhale, we're pulling the navel back towards the spine. And when I say navel, depending on the teacher, They may say the belly button, or it could be 2 to 3 inches below the belly button. So up to you to decide where you want to pull the navel back from. And it looks like this. You're exhaling about every second. Also, depending on the teacher, some teachers say you're exhaling, you're pulling the navel back every second, and other teachers will say do it as fast as you can. So what I suggest is that we start off going about every second, which is a little slower. And once you're comfortable with this breath technique, then I would say you could go faster if it feels good for you. So what we're doing is we're pulling, when we exhale, I'm pulling my navel back on the exhale. And then when I inhale, the belly comes out. And I'm not thinking about the inhale. It just happens naturally because I've exhaled. The inhale will happen naturally and the belly will come out naturally. You don't have to push the belly out. Because you're pulling it in on the exhale, it'll naturally pop out on the inhale. Okay, so it does look like this, just to show you. That's kind of what it looks like. All right, so we're going to do 30 pumpings, and then we're going to hold the breath for 30 seconds on the inhale. And when we hold the breath for 30 seconds, we're going to drop the chin down to the chest. When you drop your chin to your chest, you want to also lift. You're lifting your chest as you're dropping your chin. So you're pushing your chin and your chest into each other. It looks like this. Okay, so we'll hold there for the 30 seconds, and then we're going to release and we're going to exhale slowly. Try to exhale slowly without too much force. And also when you do the pumpings, try not to be too energetic with it. We're doing it consciously, but we're not overdoing it where we get dizzy. All right, so you can keep your hands on your knees. Just take a couple natural breaths. When you finish your next exhale, you're going to inhale towards the navel center and stop there, and then exhale, start with the pumping. All right? Okay, so we're at 30, just about at 30 now. So finish the exhale and then inhale through your nose. You're going to hold the breath and now drop your chin to your chest for 30 seconds. You're going to lift your head up and exhale through the nose. Finish your exhale. And then take about 3 breaths. 3 natural breaths before we go to the second round. So you're going to finish your exhale, and then you're going to inhale to the navel center and start the pumping. That's 30. Finish your exhale, and then inhale through your nose. And hold the breath, drop your chin to your chest, 30 seconds. And now you're going to lift your head up and slowly with control exhale through the nose. And we'll take 3 natural breaths and we'll go towards the last round. By the way, if you're menstruating or if you're pregnant, you should not be doing this exercise, and neither the next one we're going to do. So we're going to finish your next exhale and then inhale to the navel center and start. And you're going to finish your exhale and inhale through the nose, hold the breath, and we'll drop the chin. And we will lift the head up and exhale through the nose. We'll take 3 natural breaths. I will leave in the description below the information of Eddie Stern and Sunil Sharma in case you wanted to know more about these wonderful teachers. Okay, and then we'll do the next breathing exercise standing at the top of the mat. So we'll cross the ankles, hands in front of us, and we'll try to come up without touching the ground. All right, so next exercise, we're working on Uddiyana. Uddiyana is a breathing technique. We'll be suctioning the navel back, holding it back on the exhalation. And this exercise helps to tone nerves, glands, muscles in the area and the visceral organs. The suctioning of the navel back also helps to improve circulation and absorption. In addition to that, we're strengthening the diaphragm and the other respiratory muscles. All right. So I'll demonstrate what it looks like first, and then we'll do it together. So we would start off by standing with our feet hip width, and we find our natural breathing pattern. And then we take an inhalation, and then we exhale. When we exhale, we're going to finish the exhale, and then we're going to keep the exhale out. We're going to pull the navel back towards your spine. You're going to bend over, hands on your knees. You're going to, it's hard to talk and do it at the same time, but you're going to suction your navel back towards the spine and up towards your rib cage on that exhalation. And hold, okay? You hold as long as you can, and then you're gonna, don't inhale yet. When you've done as long as you can, you're gonna come up and then inhale when you're up. Relax your belly when you inhale. All right? One more thing is that when you're holding, you're gonna drop your chin to your chest, and you're gonna push your chest into your chin as well. And it happens quite easily in this position because you're already, anatomically, you're already there. All right, so we'll do it together. So you'll bring your feet hip width. Just take a couple natural breaths. And then when you finish your exhale, you're going to take a long inhale. And then you're going to take a long exhale. Finish the exhale. Hold the exhale out. Bring your hands to your thighs, and now suction the navel back towards your spine and up towards the ribs. Hold. Chin to your chest. And then you're gonna come up and relax your belly, inhale. Take a couple natural breaths. We'll do this 2 more times. So you're gonna finish your exhalation. Take a long, slow inhalation. And then do a slow exhalation. Keep exhaling, hold the exhale out. When you're ready, hands to your thighs. Suction the navel back towards your spine and up, chin to your chest. And then you're gonna come up, relax your belly, and inhale. Okay, a couple natural breaths. We'll do 1 more round. When you finish your next exhale, you're gonna take a long inhale and a long, slow exhale. Keep exhaling, hands to your knees. Suction the navel back towards the spine and up towards your rib cage, chin to chest. You're gonna come up, relax your belly, inhale. Take a couple natural breaths. Okay, and we'll step to the Samastitihi, top of the mat. We're gonna move on to the opening yoga mantra. Hands to namaskar mudra. We're gonna finish the exhale and then inhale for Om. Vande Gurunam Charanara Sandar Shitas Vatma Sukhava Bodhe Nishtayase Jangali Kayamane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Darinam Sahasra Shirsam Jvetam Panamami Patanjalin. Om. Okay, and we'll release the hands, finding your Samastitihi, so pressing the 4 corners of your feet, inner thighs, spin back, lift your kneecaps. Neutral pelvis, softening low ribs down, chin parallel to the floor, shoulders down and back. And we'll inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands on the floor or fingertips. Exhale, we'll step back for the first one, plank. Dropping down to the knees for Chaturanga. Engage your mid-traps, intercostal muscles, elbows midline. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, you can drop your knees or lift your hips, roll over the feet, downward dog. 5 breaths. So we'll be doing 5 Surya Namaskara A and 5 Surya Namaskara B. Pushing your hips up and back, gazing between the thighs, knees, ankles, or navel eventually. Finishing your last exhale. And we'll lift the heels, straight arms, shoulders back as you step or jump to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet coming all the way up. Exhale, samastitihi. Second one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, lead with your chest, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands down, keep your chest forward, lift your heels, and we'll jump back to a high plank. From here, we'll drop the knees, keep exhaling, chaturanga. Don't drop the shoulders too low, don't go past the right ankle. Inhale, upward dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. 5 breaths. Conscious breaths. We'll finish the next exhale. Bend your knees facing straight ahead. Look to where you're going to jump. Lift your hips. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way up, arms over the head. Exhale, samastitihi. Third one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Lift your heels, jump back, high plank. Keep exhaling to chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Finding the rhythm in your body as you drop in, going deeper into the awareness. Finishing the next exhale. Bend the knees, lift your hips, and inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet coming all the way up. Exhale, arms wide, coming down. Fourth one, inhale, arms up. Soften the lower ribs down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Lift your heels, press your hands, jump back, high plank, exhaling to chaturanga, elbows midline. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Drop the shoulders down, chest through the arms. Exhale, lift your hips, roll over the feet, downward dog. Quieting the mind as you drop deeper inside the body. The awareness of the body. We'll finish the next exhale. Lift your heels, lift, jump. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way up, gazing to thumbs. Exhale, samastitihi. Last one, inhale, arms up. Engage your low back muscles. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, jump back to high plank, knees down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Pull the armpits back. Exhale, roll over the feet, downward dog. Wide shoulders, external rotation of the arms, straight arms. Pushing your hips back and up towards the ceiling. Finishing the next exhale. And we'll jump, lift your hips. Inhale halfway. Exhale, dropping the head forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Moving on, Surya Namaskar B. So Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, jump back, high plank. Knees down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. Finish the exhale. Left heel in, right foot forward. Coming up, warrior one, Virabhadasana A. Exhale, coming down. High plank, keep exhaling. Make sure you bring your chest forward first before you bend your elbows for Chaturanga. Inhale out, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right heel in, left foot forward. Left side, warrior one. Straighten the back leg. Exhale, hands down, high plank. Keep exhaling, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog, 5 breaths. Moving towards a place of stillness. So all you hear is the breath. And you're feeling it move through the body as your mind is completely still. Finish the next exhale. Bend the knees, we'll jump. Inhale, head up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Knees towards each other, press into your feet. Inhaling all the way up, Samastitihi. Second one, inhale, Utkatasana, drop your hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, press your feet evenly, thighs back. Exhale, jump back, high plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Press your pinky fingers and index finger. Exhale, downward dog, finishing the exhale. Left heel in, right foot forward, warrior one. Squaring hips and shoulders to the front. Exhale back to high plank and Chaturanga. Inhale upward. Exhale back. Right heel in, left foot forward, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling down, high plank. Knees down, Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog, 5 breaths. Conscious breaths. Finish the next exhale. Bend the knees, lift the hips. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhaling all the way up, Samastitihi. Third one, inhale, Utkatasana. Press your hands, knees in towards each other. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Lift your heels, jump back, high plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, lift your hips, roll over the feet, downward dog. Finish your exhale, left heel in, right foot forward, inhale, warrior one. Low ribs down, engage your low back muscles on the side. Exhale, hands down, high plank. Drop the knees, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, back. Right heel in, left foot forward. Inhale all the way up. Even weight, back foot, front foot. Exhaling, hands down, high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, back, downward dog. 5 breaths. Grounding the 4 corners of your feet if your heels are down. Otherwise, you're trying to drop your heels towards the floor, dropping your inner ankles. If your heels are down, lift the seams of your legs to really engage your legs like you're standing on them. We're going to finish the next exhale. Bend the knees and lift the hips. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Drop the hips, press your feet. Inhale all the way up, Samastitihi. 4th one, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. Left heel in, right foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale to high plank, knees down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right heel in, left foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadasana, A, left side. Exhale, hands down, high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. Keeping your focus and concentration, even when it gets hard. Lengthen the exhales to control the breath. Finish the next exhale. And we'll bend, jump to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last one. Utkatasana, drop the hips. Straight arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Keep your weight of the chest forward and jump back. High plank. Knees down, Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, roll over the feet. Left heel in, right foot forward. Warrior 1. Straight arms. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right heel in, left foot forward. Left side, warrior 1. Press your pinky fingers, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. Listening to the sound of the breath. Finish the next exhale. And we'll lift the heels, jump. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. We'll jump the feet hip width, hands to hips. Moving towards Padangusthasana. Push the hips back, exhale. Peace fingers to the big toes. Inhale, head up, straight legs. Exhale, you can bend your knees forward, fold. Lift your shoulders away from the ears. Notice the weight in your right foot, left foot, keeping it even. We'll inhale, head up, chest forward. Exhale here. Inhale, hands under the feet for Padahastasana. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the head down. Keep holding your shoulders up the back as you drop the crown of the head towards the floor. We're gonna inhale, head up. Exhale, hands to hips, coming all the way up. Feet together, Samastitihi. So we'll take the block with us like we've been doing for Trikonasana. Maybe you'll drop the block lower. So we're gonna step to the right with the right foot. Feet parallel, inhale. And then you turn your right foot to the back of the mat. Block maybe on the medium height. And then we're gonna open the chest and the hips to the left. Left hand down, right hand up. We're gonna lengthen the right hand forward. Left hand back. See if you can drop to the medium height. Open the chest, 5 breaths. Pulling shoulders towards the spine. Hips pushing back. Really try to find straight legs here. And then we'll drop the head down on the exhale. Take the block with you, inhale up, turning the right foot in. Left foot to the front of the mat, block outside the left foot. Open chest and hips to the right, right hand down, left hand up. Exhale. Left hand reaching forward, right hand back. See if you can come to the lower medium block as you bring the right hand straight up. Really try to find straight legs. If you have to bend your knee, bring the block higher. Conscious breaths. Finish the exhale, dropping your gaze down. Inhale's gonna pull you up, left toes in. Squaring at the back of the mat, we're gonna bring the block outside the right foot now. So high block outside the right foot, shoulders and hips square to the back. Left hand forward, right hand back, find straight legs, lengthen the spine. You're getting mobility in the upper thoracic by turning the chest to the right, left hand to the high block. Open chest to the right. Right hand straight back. If you're comfortable, we'll bring the right hand straight up. 5 breaths. So the hips stay square as you rotate the upper thoracic to the right, finding mobility in the upper body and breathing through the pose. Finish the exhale, we'll drop the head down, gaze down. Come up with the block on the inhale. Right foot in, turning to the back of the mat, squaring hips and shoulders to the back, block outside the left foot. Right hand forward, left hand back. So hips are square, straight legs, lengthen the spine. You're pulling your abdomen out of the pelvis. And then right hand to the block, open chest to left. If you're comfortable, stacking the arms, rotating from the upper shoulders. Press your bottom hand down as you lift the top left hand up towards the sky. Wide collarbones. Shoulders together towards the spine and down the back. One more breath. We'll finish the exhale, drop your gaze down. Inhale with the block, left foot in. And we'll step to the top of the mat, Samastitihi. Release the block. Moving to Parshvottanasana, extended side angle. So stepping to the right, arms wide, feet parallel. Right foot turns out. So heel arch alignment, it's a longer stance, warrior two stance. See? Bend the right knee over the ankle. So you can bring the right elbow above the right knee, or maybe see if you can bring your fingertips outside the foot, and then turn your left palm to the sky. Keep gazing to your left hand as you bring it up and over the head. 5 breaths. So the right knee is over the ankle, the back leg is straight. You're spinning the inner back thigh. Finish the exhale, gaze down. Inhale's gonna pull you up. Right toes in, left toes out. Bend the left knee. Elbow to knee or hand fingertips to the floor, open chest to the right. Right palm to sky. Keep gazing to the right hand as you bring it up and over the head towards the left, straight right arm. 5 breaths. Spinning the inner back thigh. Press the edge of the back right foot. Finish the exhale, and we'll inhale up, left toes in. Turning to the back of the mat, squaring hips and shoulders to the back. Shorter stance, warrior one stance. Right knee over the ankle. Left arm up. We're gonna bring that left elbow outside, the right knee hands to prayer. Keep spinning the back, inner thigh, grounding your back, left heel. We're going to finish the exhale, dropping the gaze down. Inhale all the way up. Turn the right toes in. Turning to the front of the mat, square hips and shoulders. Right arm up, left hand to the left thigh. We're going to bring that right elbow aside, the left knee, hands to prayer, open chest to the left. Gazing past the top left shoulder. Straightening your back leg and pressing the right heel to the ground. Finish the exhale, dropping the gaze down. And we're going to inhale, open to the right. And then we'll step to the front, Samastitihi. Moving to Prasarita Padottanasana. So starting with the A version, you're going to step your right foot to the right. I'll turn so you can see me. And we'll inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, head up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands on the floor. So if you need blocks, that's fine. You can use the blocks. See if you can bring your hands on the floor, heels of the hands in line with the heels of the feet. Your hands are shoulder width. dropping the crown of the head to the floor as you lift your shoulders away from the ears. You can keep your knees bent. Eventually, you're going to find straight legs by pushing the front quads, and you're opening the back of the thighs. Finishing your exhale, we're going to inhale, head up, exhale, hands to hips, and then inhale will bring you all the way up. From here, we're going to finish the exhale. Inhale, arms wide, parallel to the floor, and then exhale, hands to hips. We're going to inhale, lengthen the front body, moving towards Parshvottanasana B. Exhale, drop your head down, hands to hips, and you're pulling your elbows towards each other. Shoulders away from the ears, pull the elbows towards each other, dropping the head down. Same thing, you can bend your knees, or maybe you're going to eventually find straight legs as you press the front quads. Finishing the exhale, the inhale is going to bring you up. Exhale, hands to hips. Moving to C version, inhale, arms shoulder width. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace the hands. And then we're going to inhale here. Exhale, drop the hands up and over the head, releasing the shoulders. Finishing the exhale, and the inhale is going to bring you up. Keep inhaling, your arms, hands back and down. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll drop the head, fingertips to your two first fingers to your big toes. Inhale, head up, flat back. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold for the D version. The elbows are pulling towards the shins and the shoulders are pulling away from the ears. And you're pulling on your toes for resistance. Inhale, head up, straight arms. Exhale, hands to hips. Then the inhale will bring you all the way up. And we'll exhale back to Samastitihi. Moving to Parshvottanasana. This is a new pose. So eventually we bring our hands to reverse prayer at the back. So if you're comfortable doing this, you can try with the hands reverse prayer for the full version. Otherwise, not to worry. You can interlace your hands like so, or you can grab opposite elbows. And we'll start at the top of the mat. And then we keep stepping to the right. So the right foot's going to step to the right at the back of the mat. Heel to heel alignment. We're going to square the hips and the shoulders to the back. Inhale, lengthen the front body. Exhale will bring you down, folding to the right leg. So pushing your hips back as you come down, dropping your head towards the right shin bone. One more breath. Finish your exhale. We'll press into the feet. The inhale is going to bring you back up, and we'll turn the right toes in. Inhaling to the front of the mat, squaring hips and shoulders, lengthen the front body, and we'll exhale, folding to the left side. So you're leading with the heart as you drop forward, hips pushing back. Finishing the exhale, we'll push into the feet. Inhale is going to bring you up. And then turn your left toes in. Turn to the right side of the mat. Exhale, release your hands. And the inhale will step to the top of the mat. Samastitihi. So moving to the balancing poses, starting with Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, the modified version, or you can try the next version. So option A, right hand to right knee, left hand to left hip. Option B, second option, your two first fingers are going to grab your right toe. And you can keep your knee bent with the leg in front of you, holding here. 5 breaths. Trying to keep the left leg straight and try not to lean back in the pose. Keep your shoulders over the hips. Last breath here. And then we're going to finish the exhale and we'll inhale, open to the right. So the right leg's going to open to the right. 5 breaths. Finish the exhale. We'll inhale back to center. Exhale, release the knee or the foot. Both hands to hips, hold 5 breaths. So the knee can be bent, or eventually you're going to find a straight leg, pulling your thigh bone into the hip joint. Spinning your inner thighs. And we'll release. Moving to the other side. Grounding the right foot. So right hand to right hip, option 1, left hand to knee. Option 2, peace fingers grab the left toe, the big toe. Holding 5 breaths. Finish the exhale. And we'll inhale, open left leg to the side, keeping your hips square. And we'll finish the exhale here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the foot or the knee, hands to prayer, hands to hips, 5 breaths. And release. So moving towards the other balancing pose, Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. So the full pose, you usually come to half lotus. So option 1, you can bring your hands, cup your hands under the right ankle, and you can pull your heel towards your navel. So you can stay here, or maybe bring the pinky edge of your right foot to the crease. There's a crease here in the upper left thigh, and drop your foot like so. And then the right hand would wrap behind the back and grab your right big toe edge of the foot. So you can stay here for any of these, anywhere from cupping the ankle to bring heel towards navel or towards the crease of the hip. Otherwise, we can move to Ekapada Utkatasana, right ankle above the left knee, flex your ankle, hands to the shin. Bend your left knee, releasing your hip here. So don't force your foot in half lotus. It's not worth it. You're going to hurt your knee. You just need to release your tension from your hips. So listen to the body. Just go to what feels good, where you're stable and where you can breathe with awareness. we'll move on to the other side. So find your version. Option 1, cupping the left ankle. You can right the left heel towards the navel or the foot towards the crease. Left hand would grab the big toe or ekapada. Try to relax in the pose so you're not stressing your face. Finishing the exhale, we'll inhale, release the pose. All right, so we're gonna take a vinyasa to go to seated. So samastitihi. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, jump back, high plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We're gonna jump to the top to seated. So cross your left ankle in front of the right. Jump, hands back, keep your hips lifted, extend your legs, and we'll come down for Dandasana. So hands by the hips, flex your feet, pressing heels, inner thighs down to the ground. Chin is slightly in and down. 5 breaths. Finishing your exhalation, we're going to inhale to Parshvottanasana A. The 2 first fingers grab the big toes. Inhale, straight arms, lengthen the head back. Exhale to your version of the Parshvottanasana, forward fold. Shoulders pulling back away from the ears. Eventually the forehead comes down to the shins. And then we'll inhale, head up, straight arms. Exhale for the B version, grab the pinky edges of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale into the pose. I kept my head up for many years, and I still do it sometimes, head up, shoulders back, pulling the heart forward. And I focus on grounding the hips back and down here, so lots of lengthening in the low back. Finishing the exhale, we'll inhale, head up, straight arms, last version. Exhale, grab your opposite wrist behind the feet. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Finishing the exhale, we're going to inhale, head up. Exhale, release the hands, and we'll cross the ankles. Right ankle on top of left. Hands down. We're going to bring the chest forward as you lift your feet back. Jump back to a high plank. Vinyasa, knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. So we'll cross the right foot in front, jumping, crossing the ankles, keeping the hips off the ground. Moving to Parshvottanasana. So today we'll do the full version with the blocks. We've been doing Charlie Chaplin with the feet, pinky edges down, but we're going to move to full version, which presses your feet, both feet down to the ground. So we'll use the blocks for extra height. 6 to 8 inches behind you. pressing your hands on the blocks, fingers facing forward. We're rolling tops of shoulders forward and squeezing the muscles in the mid-upper back. We're gonna finish the exhalation, and then pressing your heels and your hands, you're gonna lift your hips up and drop the tops of your feet down. So your feet are flat down, straight legs, and then you drop your head back. 5 breaths. Lifting your hip bones up. And then lift your chin to chest. Exhale, we'll drop down. We'll move the blocks to the side. We'll cross the left foot in front, hands by the hips. Bring your chest forward. As you press your hands, lift your hips and jump your feet back to the high plank. Drop your knees, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. Crossing the left foot first. And then keep your hips off the floor. Moving to Janu, sirsasana A. So the right foot's coming into the left inner thigh. The left leg is straight. Left hip, left knee, left ankle in one line. Grounding the hips. We're gonna inhale. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Keep inhaling, head up. Exhale, dropping into forward fold to the pose. So you're wrapping your right ribs forward as you ground the left hip and the right hip down. Left ribs back. So both hips are grounding as you square your rib cage to the front. Finishing your exhale, we'll inhale, head up, lengthen straight arms. Exhale, release the pose and cross your legs. Hands to the floor, lean your chest forward as you lift your hips to jump back to the high plank. Drop the knees, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, back. So crossing the right ankle first, and then keeping your hips up. Coming down for left side. Left foot inside the right inner thigh. Ground the hips. Inhale, we're gonna grab the left wrist. Straight arms, head up. Exhale, fold into the pose. Left ribs wrapping forward. Grounding both hips down. Finishing the exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release the hands, cross your ankles, right leg in front. Hands by the hips, lean forward, jump back. Vinyasa. And then we're meeting back in downward dog. So going towards Marichyasana C, we did this last time, I'll just add another variation. So cross your ankles, left foot in front. See if you can bring your feet through your hands without moving your hands, and drop your hips. So Marichyasana C, we're gonna, left leg is straight, the right foot is outside the left leg. We're gonna inhale the left arm up, right hand presses the right thigh, and we'll bring that left elbow outside the right leg, open chest to the right hand back. So your left hand's in a stop sign position, spinal twist in the upper body as your hips ground down. You can try, if your elbow is dropping pretty low to the space here, See if you can bring your hand and you can interlace, you can bind your hands at the back. Show you. So your hand would go through and you can bind. So whichever option. Breathing through the twist. Flushing the internal organs. And we'll exhale, release the pose. We'll cross the ankles, hands by the hips on the ground, vinyasa, chest forward. Lift your hips as you bring your chest forward and your feet are going to be light to jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. So the right foot crosses, right ankle first. Try not to move your hands to bring your feet through the arms. Left foot outside the right leg. Right leg is straight. Flex your foot, very active leg. Right arm up, grounding your hips, lengthen your spine. Left hand to your left thigh and bring your right elbow in a stop sign position outside the left thigh. Open chest to left. If you can bind, you can come into the bind from here and breathe through the pose. Top left shoulder pulling back and down. So wide collarbones. And we'll exhale, release the pose. Vinyasa, cross your legs. Lift your hips, jump back. Chaturanga, knees down. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Moving to bridge, back bending from here. So we'll come to seated and we'll come onto the back for bridge. We're gonna reach the heels with the fingertips and we'll bring the feet hip width. We're gonna ground the feet down on the exhale, and the inhale is gonna lift the hips up, interlace your hands, walk your shoulders in, chin away from the chest, 5 breaths. Softening the low ribs down as you drop the inner thighs. And then we'll slowly come down, release the hands. We'll do 2 more. So taking 1 inhale, exhale the feet down. Inhale is gonna bring you up. Walk the shoulders in, 5 breaths. Going deeper with the awareness. And we'll exhale, dropping down. Taking 1 inhale. Exhale, ground your feet. Inhale is gonna bring us up for the last one. Walk your shoulders in. See if you can go a little deeper. Really press your upper arms, wrists down to the floor as you lift your hips. Pressing your feet evenly, back heel in front of the foot evenly. Press your elbows, forearms down. Exhale, we'll drop the hips. Just take a breath here. You can let your knees fall in towards each other. And we're gonna come up to seated for Parshvottanasana, the counter pose to back bending. So come into your favorite version of Parshvottanasana, and we'll stay for 6-7 breaths. Lengthening the exhales, stimulating the vagus nerve for the parasympathetic system to kick in, starting to cool down the practice. Finishing your exhale, we'll inhale, head up. Exhale, we're going to do another vinyasa, going to Marichyasana fish pose. We'll cross the ankles, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to jump to seated. Try not to move your hands. See if you can bring your feet through the arms. Keep your hips elevated and then drop down. So we're going to come onto the back for Marichyasana. We're going to add another variation here. So we've been doing it with straight legs. We're going to cross our legs today. And so just an easy cross-legged pose. You may have to untie your ponytail if you have your hair bound. So from here, we'll press into the elbows. Your hands are underneath your upper thighs. Press into your elbows and lift the back of your head onto the floor. And keep your hands underneath your upper thighs. Marichyasana here. Opening the heart to the sky. Conscious breaths through the front body. We're going to finish the exhale. Press your elbows, inhale, lift your head up, chin to chest, and then drop your head down. From here, we'll do another vinyasa. So we'll come up, cross your ankles, jump back, knees to the floor, chaturanga. Exhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. And then we'll jump to seated through. Try to bring your hands through the arms, coming down. So let's do a Padmasana first, and then we'll go down to Shavasana from there, okay? So you can do a half lotus in Padmasana. You can cup your right ankle with your hand, bringing the pinky edge of your foot towards the upper crease of your left thigh. So you'd be in a half lotus. And we can bring our index finger and thumb to Yana Mudra, holding here for 10 breaths. Arms are straight and you're keeping a tall spine. So you're not collapsing in the low back and lifting your mid back as well. And then from here, We'll slowly roll down to Shavasana, palms to the sky. Take this time to receive the benefits of the practice and give your chance of body to restore. And you're also releasing the mind, releasing the breath, dropping to a deeper awareness in the body, in the subconscious. We'll start to bring awareness back into the space. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. We'll inhale the hands up and over the head. And turn onto a side, take a pause. And we'll slowly come up to seated. Hands to heart center, eyes closed. We're going to chant the closing prayer. So finishing the exhale, and then we'll inhale to Om. Swasti prajabhyaha palipalayantam Nayena margena mahim mahishaha Go brahminyaha shubhamastu nityam Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope that this practice was beneficial for you, and I'll see you next time. Please give the class a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye, everyone.